All right, everybody. Today I want to talk about why you should always wear lenses in your garden under artificial lights or in a greenhouse for that matter, for UV blue blocking and also color correction. These lenses are yellow because they block a lot of blue, but these are great for LED, and I'll get into why. But these are actually glasses from Hemp 3D. I got these at a trade show a little while ago, almost a year and a half ago. But we collected some data and I want to go through it. I want to start with color correcting glasses. With HPS lights, working underneath them is orange, it's really bright. And no matter what, the amount of light we're putting in with either HPS or LED or in a greenhouse, but under artificial light especially, is more than our eyes are used to seeing, even under sunlight, because especially with LED and HPS, the amount of light targeted in the red or blue is outside of our normal green curve for visual spectrum. So it's really important just from a sheer amount of light to be wearing protective eyewear in the garden. So here on the left, we've got, a high pressure sodium spectrum. And then these are an LED spectrum run through that color correcting lens, but you can see it lets through so much more blue because there's very little in high pressure sodium. So it lets through a lot and it lets through all this green, and green is where we perceive our color from. So it also, corrects to this HPS and actually makes it, so that you can see the plants for scouting, inspection, and it gives you eye protection. So next we've got LED, and this is the spectrum we're looking at, is the Veloya Solray 385. The reason I use this one is because it has this spike at 385 nanometers, which is UVA, so it'll be clear to demonstrate where the cutoff is for these different optics. Just again to refer to how much those HPS color correcting lenses changed here, it completely cuts off the UV, and then that's what it looks like. So here we have some just clear lenses that just block UV, like these, just clear with a UV blocking. And you can see here it just clips off everything below about 420 nanometers, ironically, and completely eradicates the UV. UVA is not as bad for your eyes, but UVB and UVC, which we don't get much of anyway, but the UVB is definitely dangerous for your eyes. UVA is a little more straining, and then blue light in general is just challenging on your eyes. So those clear lenses actually clip off the UV and then reduce the amount of blue somewhat, which is really good, just in general if you're working in a high UV area. The lenses that I'm wearing now and that I really prefer for full protection working under LED are a Carl Zeiss lens, and you can see here how much there's zero UV and the blue is significantly reduced. And for scouting and whatnot, it's suboptimal. So just regular polarized lenses, regular good sunglasses will block UV and also provide protection. These are specialty lenses. It's up to you, but no matter what you do, wear something. And UV blocking and polarized is my preference. So a couple of things to consider, why is it important? It's not just the intensity, but also blue light toxicity is something that's not really spoken about that much. We'll get to the circadian stuff that is more well known, but blue light toxicity can cause just damage to the inside of your eyes. And like I said, under these LED curves, you've got these high spikes here in blue, and that's, we're only getting this much green, so that's how bright it looks to us. But our blue and red receptors in our eyes are actually getting saturated, and this is an unnatural amount of blue light in proportion to green light. So while we don't perceive it as blue, it's a lot more light than our eyes are used to, and it's really dangerous to look straight at it in an intense situation, but also to, have prolonged exposure to it. And I mean, what it causes is, it can cause vision problems, cataracts, and eye cancer, but it's basically age-related macular degeneration. As you get older, your eyes get worse. Working under LED lights and blue light can, for prolonged periods and at high exposures, can accelerate your eye degradation. So while you work day in and day out under these lights, it may not feel like anything's going wrong, but 10, 20 years down the line, your eyes could start to degrade faster than they would have if you were wearing eye protection. So another thing to consider is just blue light. Most people have heard of this by now, but we all have circadian rhythms. When the sun comes up, it's a little more red and far red. And when the sun sets, it's a little more red and far red. They say to put on a red light or a blue light filter on your phone. Don't look at bright screens and lights, before bedtime, because it can mess with your internal clock, thinking it's the middle of the day, seeing that much blue light. So there's dozens and dozens, if not hundreds, of publications on circadian interruption, blue light interruption. You can look at BIOS lighting. They're non-horticultural lighting. A lot of it's based around the circadian type of lighting. So again, filtering out blue light, reducing the amount you get, not only is good for safety, but it's also good for your psychology. So that's a quick rundown. I just wanted to go over why you should wear PPE in the garden, wear glasses, protect your eyes. And thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. And if you have more questions, please reach out to us at sustainableterrains.com and check out our Relamp and Relax program if you're running HPS or LED. Thanks for watching.